Hey, what's going on, people, and welcome to another This Week in Gaming for the week of the 25th of January 2019. Now, in this week's video, there's not that much. There's literally only 4 things that I'm going to go over. So before I get into it, remember to check out my previous videos. I will put cards up top where you guys can actually see the videos for this week. I usually do Black Ops and Battlefield 5, so those 2 games go out as during the week instead of as a always on the Friday. On the Friday, it's about anything else that I think is worth playing in. So if we get straight into it with the first one, which is the main title of this video, which is about the Master Chief Collection getting an announcement, and it is an announcement which is coming pretty soon as well. So this announcement is for the Master Chief Collection, and it is supposed to be coming at South by Southwest, so SXSW. It's supposed to be coming then, which is March 15th to March 17th. So for the announcement itself, there's not that much that they can add to the game, apart from a couple of things, but they did say that they are treating us to amazing matches, gameplay, and there's also some exciting MCC news to reveal during the show. So we could find it out between those 3 days. I'm hoping, well, it's probably going to be on Mix or Twitch that it's going to be announced, and there's probably going to be a ton of videos coming out there, but there's not that much to add to the game. Like recently it's had the Xbox One X 4K upgrade enhancement. It's already had that, and for the games that are on the Master Chief Collection, it's pretty much got all of them apart from one, and there's another thing. So for the 2 things which could come to the Master Chief Collection would be Halo Reach, or it's going to be a PC port. So it's going to be one of those 2 things. There's not that much that they can add to the game at this point. There's no more maps, there's no more games apart from Halo Reach. Halo Reach has been teased a long time ago, and everybody's been, speculating of when it's going to be added to the Master Chief Collection, because it is the only game that hasn't been added to the MCC, the collection itself. It's literally the only game that's left. Even ODST's on there. So Halo Reach is the biggest, probably one of the biggest one with the most maps and all of that. So it's got a completely different upgrade system, so ranks. It's got a completely different armor system. It's got, a ton of maps. It's got a massive forge. So if they do add in this, I feel like I might actually go back to the Master Chief Collection and start playing it. If they do have a PC port, it's an amazing thing as well, because that means since you're going to have a PC port, if they do have one, it might actually speculate as well that they're going to bring the Games Pass sooner to PC, because they've teased that as well. So since the Master Chief Collection actually went on to the Game Pass for Xbox, so maybe if they do an actual release for the Master Chief Collection on PC, I know it's going to be a little bit harder, but getting used to mouse shooter instead for a full-on console game, probably have to do a lot of tweaking to get used to all the keyboards and all the skills. Forge would be looking amazing as well. Think of all the designs you can make with Forge on PC. It'd be insane to think about. But really, either one of those is a really big thing for the game, and especially for 343, that's an amazing thing for them to do. Like, there's not that much to do, so I would guess myself those are the only 2 things that they could add to the game. So now if we move on to our second thing, which is about the Mad Box. So I reported on this one, and I went over it a couple of weeks ago about the Mad Box being revealed, which the Mad Box is about a, it's a games console which is made by Slightly Mad Studios, which made Project Cars. So the Mad Box has had a lot of designs for the console itself come out so far, and they've actually had a lot of stuff come out as well about the controller. So the controller kind of looks like a mix between the Xbox One controller and a Switch controller, because it's kind of got the same, thumb style as the Xbox One. It's got hairpin triggers, I'm pretty sure, as well, and it's kind of got a screen in the middle. This is just a rumored thing, but it kind of looks like that. So on one of the pictures that I'm actually going to put out there, it's got one which has got a racing thing, which kind of tells you about like what gear you're in, what speed you're doing, if you've got a boost available. It gives you what Wi-Fi, probably what range you've got through Bluetooth to the console. It's got a screenshot feature, and it's got a battery life, and as well it does tell you in the top left hand corner what number controller that you're on. And on another one as well, it actually does say, I think it is your next respawn, it might have a flag on it, or it might be a chat, and then it's got eliminated, it tells you who by, and that one's got a number 2 on it, and it's actually got a battery life and everything like that. And then the other one is about a text one. So all of these type of things, it looks pretty cool. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be kind of like a mix between the PlayStation, the Switch, and the Xbox One, because PlayStation towards the middle part, the touchscreen part, the touchpad, Xbox towards the layout, and then the Switch for how big it is. It kind of looks massive compared to everything else you have these days. Like it kind of it kind of looks like an Elite controller, but it's got the precision triggers. That's what I was on about, and it's got rear pads as well. So it kind of allows you, kind of gets the the Elite feel for like the Xbox Elite controller type of thing. It's got that feel where it's got the extra triggers on the back. So we're gonna have to see what they do about this one. Slightly Mad Studios have actually got another thing as well, where you can make a slogan for the console, and are offering money and free games to the person who comes up with the best one. So I will put a link in the description below to the slogan thing. So this is for the console itself. It's a weird thing that having fans do, but you guys can do it if you really want to, so you might as well. If it offers money, why not? So now if we go over our third thing, which is about a Battle Royale game. I know I don't do that much about Battle Royale games, but this is about Realms Royale. So this is the Paladins free-to-play Royale game. So this is actually getting cross-platform play, but it's excluding PlayStation 4. Even though PlayStation 4 have got a beta for their cross-platform play, so that means everybody can connect to everybody else, PlayStation has been left out of it completely. So for Realms Royale, you can actually go between Xbox and PC and Switch as a cross-platform play, but not PlayStation at all. So it's kind of a weird thing that they haven't added that in. As well, between that game as well, you can actually go between PC and Xbox, and you can carry over your saves and your progress. So that means you can jump back and forth between them, and it's just completely linked. But right now there's no implementation towards having the cross progression thing to the Switch. I know it's probably a little bit harder. PC and Xbox kind of the same thing at this point, so it's a little bit easier towards that one. But I still find it weird that they haven't had PlayStation to have the cross-platform thing, especially since they do have a beta for it. They're all for cross-platform now, so maybe, they haven't sussed it all out yet. Maybe they're just leaving it out and then they're just going to do it at a later date. They might do that, same as what they did with every single other game. But it's just weird that they haven't got PlayStation to PC, where they've only got, PC to Xbox to Switch. There's no PlayStation just being left out completely, so it's kind of weird to have that. So now our last thing to go over. It ain't the biggest thing. I would have done a lot of Anthem stuff, but I haven't. I'm saving that for a live stream instead. But this is about Assassin's Creed Odyssey and the controversial DLC that they brought out. So I'm not really fussed about it, really. It's a lot of people who are up and everything about it, about the newest DLC that they've added in, because it's added in a heterosexual relationship, and it's kind of weird. It's like your character as a child, and it's kind of odd. So people, if they don't know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey allows you to have, LGBT type of stuff. You can go with anybody, it doesn't matter what it happens. So the fact that they've added in a DLC which forces you, it doesn't allow you to, it doesn't have an option towards it, it forces you into a heterosexual relationship to have a child. It's kind of had an uproar with the fans about it, especially ones that are having, the bisexual type of stuff towards it, or the, gay stuff and everything like that. Sorry about that one, but it's stuff towards that. So people who can't be asked with relationship stuff, they just go, yeah, we're just friends, and that's it. So it's kind of, had a force towards it, but Ubisoft are changing it. They are changing it in the future patch, can't say it, but they are changing it with that. So we don't know what they're actually going to do. Maybe they're just going to scrap that part of it, or they're going to allow you to, I don't know, if you're going out with like a man or a woman or a woman, you adopt. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna, happen towards that. Or if you have if you're not in a relationship to Paul like at all, maybe you have like, I don't know, like a one night stand, or adopt again. Who knows? But you know, hope you guys enjoy this week's, you know, this week in gaming. It's an odd one, but there's not that much to do. Hope you guys enjoy. I will have a couple of live streams up for this week. I have been trying to put out as much as I can, and I just want to say thank you to every single person. And yeah, I'm, you know, gaining subscribers because I'm getting the grind on, so trying to get back onto that grind to make a lot of content for you guys to watch. So hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below in any way I can improve, or anything that I've missed, or anything you want to see on the channel. So I'll see you guys next one. So peace out.